Hi, welcome to this trainer tip about the arm pullover. I bet you see this exercise done in group in your personal training, and you might have even incorporated it already into some of your private Pilates classes. And as you know, we have it in our Fresh Breath 2 workout. Something I want to tell you is that a lot of times people do this exercise and they might perform it incorrectly, or you might want to put a little bit of a twist on it. So something I want to show you is how to make it a little bit more challenging and what compensations do we tend to see. So here's the lovely Nicole back again to show us some common compensations and how to take it up a notch. So as with all our programs, we grab a hold of our handles, we walk safely down to the bottom, we take a seat, we roll back, and then we prepare for the arm pullover. Now when you're starting someone out, you might need to have them bend their elbows and then slowly roll on back with their arms. And then from here, the pullover is the arms come up and the head comes up. You usually see the hands go all the way towards the hips or to the glide board. What's wrong with that is that the shoulder then comes forward. If you look at her shoulder, it becomes forward, her arms are lower, and that can create a shear at the shoulder if she goes into too much extension, especially if her shoulder blade is a little bit limited in terms of movement because it's on the glide board and there's a lot of friction. Got all that? All right, so then the arms go back over her head. So we cue to keep that tension in the abdominals, go to the knees. That will make this exercise extra intense. The next thing is that you see people when they go back overhead, whoop, go the ribs and zoop, go the lower back. So we want to keep those ribs down. Not necessarily flexing at the ribs. We want energy there. We want the body to open up, but we also want to open it up with control. So maybe you might have to have someone go back, not all the way towards the tower, but just back towards the ceiling, or just to where their arms are aligned with their shoulders. Hands are aligned with their shoulders, rather. Now, here we go. That's taking it up a notch. Here she is. She's bringing her hands and she's adding that crunch, but keeping her arms aligned with her shoulders the entire time. If I told her, bring your hands behind your head, and as you roll up, lift your head, then bring the arms up towards the knees. Woo! Now stay here. Woo! I got a woo! You don't typically get that out of Pilates. Now keep this crunch and bring those arms back toward the tower. Beautiful. Now go back to the knees. And that intensifies it even more. Then the arms go back. Oh, she just shortened that lever. And then the head goes back. So that's another way to make that a little easier is you bend the elbows. So common compensation with those arm pullovers, just to review. You tell people to bring the hands to the knees, hold right there, versus the hips, because that's going to prevent the shoulders from rolling forward and creating any shear. To bring it up a notch, you're going to ensure that when they come up, they reach for the knees, and when they go back, you lead with the arms first, and then the head follows. When you come up, the arms and head stay aligned, and then you come back up. So it's a little bit different of a movement pattern. To begin, let the arms come first, and then the head, and then the head goes back, and then the arms go back. To take it up a notch, you reverse that action. So, and as with anything, you can always decrease the base of support with bringing those legs up to tabletop and then extending them out to a diagonal. So I hope this helps you with the exercise called the arm pullover, which people tend to think, it's pretty easy, I've seen this before and I know how to do it, but there's a twist for you by just changing when you tell those people when to move those arms back and forward.